Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Got up at 5:02. 5:02. Um, hadn't planned on getting up at 5:02. Yoda, I guess, decided he had to get up at 5:02. Startled me out of a sleep. I was asleep, facing the wall, not close to the wall, just facing the wall. And he was on the opposite side of me, on my back, behind me, which is rare. He's usually in front of me. But he woke me up, fiercely barking. And I thought, what the hell? I mean, it took me 2-3 seconds to realize he was barking, and he was looking straight at the bedroom door into the little hall area, if you want to call it a hall. And I couldn't tell if his hair was standing up, because you know how curly his hair is, but he wouldn't stop. I reached over and grabbed his butt, and he was just as tense. It felt like I was grabbing hold of a piece of stiff leather. His back was just tight. And I said, What are you barking at? And he never paid attention to me. He just kept staring there. I didn't see nothing. He'll bark one time if somebody is in the hallway, like if my neighbor right across the hall, if they open their door or they're talking out there, he'll bark once as if to say, shut up, or whatever. But he probably barked, I'll be conservative, 20 times, 25 times. And he was barking quickly too, that defensive bark, that like he was really, really upset with something. And, when he's mad at somebody or doesn't trust somebody, he will bark at him. Get close to him and he'll bark, but, 2-3 times. He was just going like a machine gun. And so I got up and, I went out there. He wouldn't come out. I called him out, he wouldn't come out. He did after maybe 2 or 3 minutes. He finally came out, but he came out tentatively. He was walking very, very slowly and kind of looking like he was trying to see if that, whatever it was that disturbed him was out there. I think he saw something. I don't know, maybe not. But if that's the case and I take him to Hinsdale and he doesn't bark up there, I'm going to trust him over everybody's imagination, apprehension, whatever, Because you know me, I'm the skeptic. Not every goddamn thing is haunted. Not every place is haunted, no matter what people say. I'm sorry, some people just have it in their head that, oh my God, I heard a weird noise in my house last night, and I know it's haunted. Something really disturbed him, really bad, and there was nobody in the hall. I looked out my little peephole. I didn't hear anybody. You can hear them if they're outside. And even if so, he would bark once. That's what he does. He barks one time, like as if to say, I hear you, shut up, leave me alone, whatever he's saying. But I've been thinking about it since 5:15, just really seriously thinking about it. So it's dark here until 7:15, I don't even know, I don't pay attention. But I came down and I mopped this community room and didn't need it, I just mopped it. I guess it was about 10 to 6 I got down here and mopped the entryway. Little dirt out there, I just don't like looking at dirt. So I went back up, and he wasn't in the bedroom. He was laying on his blanket, which is next to my chair. And when I opened the door, he kind of looked up over the other chair's arm, saw it was being laid back down, and we just sat there and listened. Nothing else, I didn't hear or see anything last night, but something really disturbed him. So I made some breakfast, and now I'm just looking at this horrible. I'll give you a shot of it. I guess they were right this time. They forecast this snow and that snow and every other kind of snow. Once in a while they get it right, but they said freezing rain, and that's what we got out there. It's a little icy, but I see the traffic, so I think everything's all right. So I did come down one night. I talked about it in the chat. Had a digital recorder, ask a few questions. There were some noises. Not to my ears, there were no noises, but there were some, like shuffling, walking. Oh God, I hate saying that shit. It sounds so stupid. But you could very clearly hear like someone walking shuffling on the floor in here. And I sat like this with my hands here, my feet flat on the ground, and didn't even turn my head in case there was I don't know if my jacket's making a noise. I can hear my chin rubbing against it, but I didn't want to move. I didn't want to contaminate. Didn't want to do anything that would make a sound where those who believe everything they hear is paranormal, I didn't want them to hear anything. So I don't know. I don't know how many people have told me. I was talking to Al, the maintenance guy, down to earth guy, straightforward with everything. Real nice guy, very personable. And he was telling me about how one guy in here particularly had some kind of gift. And he was able to pick up on things. And other people have told me the same thing. And people have died here. People die everywhere. They don't fucking roam around and hang around. And, oh, geez, I died over there. I think I'll stick around for a while. So what? What? Wherever I die, I'm not going back there. That would be the last place I'd want to be. But that drinking fountain makes so much noise. And every time the compressor or cooler comes on, I guess not. I was just saying, it makes the water slightly drip out of the fountain, but it's still dripping, so I guess that wasn't it. Why am I talking about that? Who cares? I've been up, like I say, since 5:02 is when I looked at my phone to see what time it was when he was barking, after he barked, so I guess I was up at 4:58 or so. I've seen one person so far, one woman that went to her car, asked me how the weather was. No other noises. Oh, Sally was outside smoking. I saw her going down the hall when I came in. Came down. It's always quiet here. I think everybody sleeps all day. I'm not gonna jump into the thought that this place is haunted, nor will I have my ears perked at all times. If it is, it is, but I'm not gonna afford the idea that, oh my God, they're here. It's just silly to think that way. But I am going to keep an eye on him. He's acted twice in the elevator. Oh, and when I came in last night, I told, who was still on the stream? Only my daughter and Sophia. But when I came in, I explained how Yoda was when he was outside. He suddenly stuck his nose straight up in the air for like, I don't know, 30 seconds sniffing, which is a normal thing for dogs. But then when we came in, he was still doing it, but he wasn't just, you know, sniffing like this. He had his nose straight up like he was, I don't know what the hell. I mean, I've never seen him do that before, and I've observed this dog for 5 years. He's acted twice strangely in the elevator. He sometimes, one time while we were live streaming, he kept staring out toward where Link and Kim said they saw something behind me while I was streaming. He's out there plowing the sidewalk. So anyhow, I just wanted to tell you about Yoda. Kind of strange. I've never seen him act that way, and I never saw him get that aggressive toward anything, any humans anyhow. So I'll keep an eye on him, see what goes on, and if something else happens, I'll let you know. See you later.